let's go on to the the letter salad active hour boost plus promotion when it comes to Uber. And more people are seeing this.
That's mine.
So if you're seeing it in your area, it is one of the most annoying, most confusing, and FTC should be on this one, because if they say that the earnings issues were a problem on Lyft's platform, this takes it to a whole different level, because it tells you $13 an active hour, but then we all know that the utilization rate is, let's say, 50%. So now you're down to 6.5, and it's so annoying because it makes it look like it's going to be so much better than what it actually is. And you got to take into account the fact that you're not going to be always active.
Well, no, you can't. Well, you could, but I mean, it's very difficult. To get that 13, you have to be active. Active hour, by the way, for you all newbies here, some of you, is from the time you accept the request to the time you finish the trip at your destination. Okay. So there's 60 minutes. This was from my app, actually. They gave me $13 active hour boost plus. Sounds like new detergent, whatever. And
Fine with active boost.
Yeah, so 7 to 8 a.m. So let's say you're active 80%, let's say. Okay. Right? So you're gonna get 80% of 13. You ain't getting the 13 unless you're 100% active. How can you be 100% active? I guess you can do auto accept, right? The other thing I thought is there's a trick to this. So right on top of the hour, maybe like 5 minutes within the hour, from that area, if I'm like in West Hollywood, let's say, if I grab a trip going to LAX, Chris, I will grab, because that's an hour trip. So that 1 hour I'll be active, and I'll grab all of that. That's one way of getting that, all of the 13, or most of it anyway, maybe 12 out of the 13. So if you have this, you just got to start thinking some strategy. I already thought about it, and I put it in my article. Go to the newsletter. It's coming out. And so there is a way of grabbing that 13. Do like a nice, healthy 1 hour trip and grab the 13 or whatever it is. But then, as Chris said, most of us are not active for the whole 60 minutes,
Yep.
So,
and
I mean,
look, the reality is it's going to make it look like it seems better than what it actually is, because you can say 13 instead of earn an extra $2 on each trip or whatever it might be. So I would rather go on a trip per trip versus this active hour crap, because again, it's just very confusing, and I think it could be very misleading. So again, if the FTC is watching, let's just say it is quite misleading when it comes to it. And a lot of people, especially newbies and people who don't watch and don't know the breakdowns, may not know really what active time actually is. And so they're going to say, hey, what the hell's going on here? I was told $13. I was active, I was online, but they might not be realizing that period 1 doesn't count as active time. So those types of things I think are very confusing and done on purpose to make it seem better than what it is. As we talked last week, which you can go and check out, we talked about the breakdown of rewards when it came to monetary versus non-monetary rewards to try to motivate drivers. Would something like this actually motivate you, or is this going to get you frustrated, especially if you had to think about what this actually could mean? Oh, I might be on the trip for 36 minutes, but that's only 30%. What is that? That's 58% or 62% or whatever of the active hour. So yeah.
The Jeff, well, I don't know. Well, everybody knows your name now. So Jeff says the dollars per pie is the same to cutting it to small. Yeah, exactly. That's very true. But then, it's not a coincidence. They put this at 7 to 8 a.m. in LA, right? Everybody going to work, rush hour, traffic is goddamn horrible. So actually, it may even help some LA drivers, because 3-mile trip will take you 30 minutes. It's between 7 and 8, so you can grab most of that 13 active. And somebody else said they should put 25 for morning rush hour in LA. I agree.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I think look, they had the boost, per trip. Now we have this. They always are coming up with things to nickel and dime and cut, grab a little bit here and there. And we know what happens when you multiply that times 2.9 billion trips. So that's what's happening.
Yeah. One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
So it's a real pain in the ass. If you have it in your area, let us know, and then let us know how it's fared out for you. Because that's really what I want to see, is how it's faring out for people. And then the one thing I'm looking more forward to is the complaints that people are going to have, because they're like, I thought I was going to get 13 an hour. It's a 13 an active hour. I was online for that hour. Why didn't I get my $13?
Well, if you're on auto accept, you may get the 13.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's what the average person who, again, is new or doesn't pay attention to what active time is, that's what they're going to think. That's why Lyft got fined by the FTC. It's the exact reason, because they claim the misleading.
Do you think there are drivers out there who don't know what active still is?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's a made up term. It's not real. They made it up so then they can, maneuver certain things. Because how do you change laws? You change the definitions of them, or you create new definitions.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Exactly what they're doing. They're pulling that playbook out.
The active hour came after Rideshare showed up. We didn't know what active hour was.
Active hour came out after, or actually with Prop 22.
Well,
that was when it was born.
Yeah. I mean, look, there are some drivers who probably will grab most of that. And look, for LA rush hour traffic, $13 extra. Let's say you're active 80% utilization at 80%. You grab 10 of it, those 10 more bucks an hour. You're driving anyway. So I don't see the downside, right? I wouldn't specifically get out there and drive for it, but $10 is $10.
I mean, look.
It's not all negative. That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, any extra on top of the base fares that you're going to get is good, in my opinion. Whether they're going to provide extra surge on top of that, as well as this active boost plus.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's a surge killer. This is a surge killer.
Yeah, I mean, like if you get lucky and there's surge on top of it, then it's just going to make it better. So I think if you plan and position yourself, as we talked about with the 3 Ps.
This channel doesn't grow. We're about to hit 200,000 subs, Wheel. I don't know what planet you're on, but you must be smoking some good crack, buddy. I love these controls, bro.
I know. It's quite fun.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.